Hello and welcome to the PC podcast.
I'm Mischa and Emma.
And I'm Emma Wilson.
Today we're talking about sustainability on this year's second episode of the PC podcast. Today we're joined by
Rebecca McNeil,
Sophie Stewart,
and Miguel Costa-Mendes.
So guys, what do we do around school to stay sustainable?
Quite a few teachers do have recycling, obviously not all, but there are cardboard boxes and all where you can put your paper in once you've used it, and then they go and put it in the recycling bin.
The canteen also has paper recycling only bins.
PC Enterprise has made reusable cups in order to ensure less waste is just being disposed of, which would contribute to landfill.
So adding on to that, do you guys have any ideas of anything that you could change or add to the sustainability of our school?
So especially in the cloakrooms, there's no recycling there, and most people can't be bothered to walk to the canteen and back to recycle. So maybe just even just adding recycling bins there, it would really help.
I think we should also add more recycling bins to classrooms so it's easier to recycle more and not having to go somewhere else instead.
The school should probably get some solar panels. I mean, we've got lots of roofs, so why not? That would be a sustainable source of energy, which would reduce pollution.
So is there anything you guys do to stay eco-friendly and sustainable at home?
Although it's not much, we do have recycling and paper bins that gets taken to a separate place to get recycled and all, and it's not much, but it really makes a difference.
Yeah, in our house we also have food recycling bins and different paper recycling bins and stuff.
Other than just recycling, if I want to go somewhere that's not too far away, I can just cycle there rather than take a car and produce pollution.
Okay, so we wanted to ask, what dangers do you think there are to not being sustainable?
Well, if you aren't being sustainable, then obviously you're going to contribute to climate change, which is really going to affect how we live and all. So that's not great.
Even around places like Loch Ness, you can see how it's really affected it with the blue-green algae and just killing all the ecosystems and wildlife.
Climate change also causes unpredictable weather patterns, which is why we get all kinds of storms and just general damage to property.
Are there any other opinions that you'd have on what we can do in the school?
I think especially in the canteen, there should probably be bigger and more obvious compost bins, because so far the only thing that's there is one singular bucket at the back of the canteen. So most people just chuck their rubbish food and all into the main bin, and then it just all gets put together.
I think it would also be really beneficial to have more announcements or things that you need to get out to people put on Google Classroom rather than printing them out a lot, because they'd probably see it more if they're on their phones a lot instead of checking different notice boards and all.
Okay, so we wanted to explain a little bit of what we actually do at home ourselves to help with sustainability. My family personally, in our household, we have multiple compost bins that we always make sure we use a lot. We also use the recycling bin all the time, and we recycle all of our paper, all of our cardboard, so yeah.
I kind of do the same in my house. I mean, we have compost bins for food waste and whatnot, so that it gets turned into compost for growing plants and stuff. Because we have quite a big garden and we do a lot of gardening.
Speaking of gardening, my family also, we own multiple beds of soil and all, and we make our own lettuce, we make our own carrots, certain tomatoes, all that stuff, so that's great.
Which is very sustainable. Today we are also joined by a member of the PC Enterprise. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, I am Camille, also known well as Camo throughout school. I am a member of PC Enterprise. I have helped with research and development and as well as designing the logo. PC Enterprise promotes sustainability as we have created the PC Cup. During our research and development period, we were looking at other materials such as metal and bamboo in order to be as sustainable as possible. I believe this is very good for the environment, as in school, for example, for A-level students, we have a lot of coffee mornings, coffee breaks, and even though we use perhaps paper cups instead of plastic cups, paper cups are still lined with minimal traces of plastic to ensure that the liquid doesn't seep through the cup and into your hand and all over your uniform. The PC cup helps prevent this, as it is not as porous and it doesn't have as much plastic, or, for example, with the cups that we have chosen to go forward with, it does have plastic, however it is recyclable. Also has metal linings.
A big thank you to our Year 11 students Sophie, Rebecca and Miguel for joining us today.
And also a big thank you to Camille from the PC Enterprise Society. Thank you for joining us for this episode of the PC Podcast.
Make sure to keep an eye out for the next episode. Bye!